Hello everyone, welcome inside the Palmer Gym for the first time this winter. Alongside Cameron Gassmer, I'm Rob Moretti. It's a girls hoops game today. The 0-7 Tigers against the 1-8 Mount Vernon Lady Knights. Cameron, it's been a tough season so far both these squads. An opportunity today to pick up a big win.
Yeah, one thing to look for in this game is both teams are coming in with an edge, not two good seasons. The key thing from Mamaroneck, though, is their two seniors, Caitlin Spirit-Ellis and Parker Everly, really going to lead their team, pass the ball around, and make teammates open for baskets.
We'll see if Mamaroneck's able to pick up their first win of the year. They take on Mount Vernon. Opening tip coming up next on LMC TV.
At this time, we'd like to introduce tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Knights of Mount Vernon. At guard, number 3, a freshman captain, number 3, Alani Bendu. At guard, a sophomore, number 5, Jada Robinson. At forward, a sophomore, number 10, Ashley Vernon. At guard, a sophomore, number 15, Tilly Swift. And captain, a junior forward, number 24, Sanaya Hamilton. The assistant coaches for the Knights are Renee Austin and Stephanie Martinez. The head coach, Erica Norton. And now let's meet the starting lineup for our Mamaroneck Tigers. At guard, a sophomore, number 15, Caitlin Welsh. At guard, a junior, number 32, Sydney Sussman. At forward, a junior, number 22, Ella McLaughlin. At guard, a senior, number 5, Shailene Medina. And your captain, a senior guard, number 3, Samantha Shea. The assistant coaches for the Tigers are Gabe Geiser and Jasmine Martinez. Your head coach, Yusuf Geiser.
Welcome back. Rob Moretti here with Cameron Gassmer, and we are underway. Tip is won by Mount Vernon. It's Romaine, and right away a travel there in the corner by Tilly Swift gives possession back to Mamaroneck. Samantha Shade brings it up. This is Caitlin Welsh. Shailene Medina driving in, pass, shot is no good, and the rebound by Sanaya Hamilton for the Lady Knights. This is Swift inside for Hamilton, puts it up, and Hamilton good for 2.
Nice passing there by Mount Vernon, forcing Mamaroneck to play some nice defense and protect the basket as much as they can.
Welsh was fouled on her way in. First team foul. Remember, in girls basketball, it's reflective of the NCAA rules. 5 fouls per quarter gives you an immediate double bonus. No 1-and-1s. It resets every quarter. And it looks like Shade lost the handle. A quick turnover there. Jada Robinson will bring it up. 30-second shot clock in girls hoops as opposed to the boys who play with a 35-second clock as Tilly Swift buries a 3, and that puts Mount Vernon up early, 5-0. Shade up top. Welsh creates some space in the middle, got fouled on her way in. And it will be the first shooting foul of the game. So the sophomore Welsh will shoot 2. Kawari Green checking in for the Lady Knights, replacing Romaine.
Tigers are off to a little bit of a slow start here. With only a minute and 15 seconds in, they're already down by 5. See if they can make a few baskets here on the free throw line.
That one in and out for Welsh. And yeah, the Tigers need to try to get themselves on the board here. Even 1 point helps. And there it is. Bandu across. Robinson's 3 back irons and a rebound by Shade. Shade pulls up just short of the timeline. Gets it across. This is Welsh. Welsh in some traffic and right into the hands of Bandu. A pass there from Hamilton looking for Green, but it goes out of bounds off of the Tigers. Stays with the Knights. Shot clock at 17. Swift corner 3, it's good! Tilly Swift, 2 for 2 from downtown early on.
Swift already with 6 points. It's only the first period. You want to see Mamaroneck tighten up that defense a little bit, not closing down that space down near the basket and opening up on the offense.
Another 3, and this one's good. Tilly Swift, 9 points on 3 shots. No misses. 11-1 Mount Vernon. Timeout. We'll be right back. Back out of the timeout. It's a Tiger ball. A quick 3 put up and off the mark by Welsh. Rebound being fought over. Looks like it'll be a jump ball. It will. And that will keep it with Mamaroneck.
Seeing a little fight here out of the Tigers coming out of that timeout as they're now down by 10.
That's a long 2, and it is good by Sydney Susswine. First field goal for Mamaroneck, trims it to 11-3. Great play, cutting to the net. Quarry Green, perfectly executed catch and shoot.
So what I'm talking about is keeping it down low, keeping it very tight down low towards the basket, and not letting people cut like that. She had a wide open lane to put up that easy 2.
That one bobbled by Robinson, and go back to the Tigers trailing by 10. But Cameron, really, if you're the Tigers, I mean, how do you defend someone who's hot from 3?
You got to have
not easy.
And it really isn't. You got to have one person down low. That's kind of the game plan you have to go with. Mentality as well. You got to have 3 people down at the point, 2 people down low, and that's how you're going to defend that.
That one somehow goes in for Susswine from an odd angle. Foul on the play. Shot doesn't go, but Hamilton will shoot 2. And you kind of see the Tigers here, Cameron, maybe cheating out a bit more towards the outside and getting beat down low now.
And that's okay. And I'm okay with that foul only because they were tight down low and kind of closed down lanes towards the inside of the basket, and that's an okay penalty for me.
Hamilton misses the first, so it's already worth it, assuming she would have made the shot. She makes the second, score 14-5. Welsh. That's Medina, puts it up, gets the roll. Her first 2, trims it to a 7-point game. Hamilton out for Bandu. She drives in, puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound by Hamilton. Jump ball. It'll stay with the Knights. the way up top for Bandu. That's another jump ball. And that gives it to the Tigers. Active hands there, Cameron.
Nice pressure there by the Tigers defense, creating that jump ball and fighting for every single offensive drive they can.
Welsh drives in, gets it sent out of bounds, and they say it's off of Mamaroneck. So the Knights take over once again. Just about 3:30 left here in this first quarter. Mount Vernon with a 7-point lead. A strength of 3 3-pointers by Tilly Swift. This is Robinson driving in, and she's fouled. And it's going to be on the floor. Never mind. A miscommunication. It will be a shooting foul. It kind of happened in that gray area between driving and shooting. And Robinson misses the first.
Mamaroneck has 3 fouls already, and so does Mount Vernon. They got to keep it clean here and watch the fouls here in the first half before they foul out.
Robinson made the second. Tigers back the other way. Welsh. Back to Shade. Welsh. Tripped up, has it snatched away by Hamilton. Robinson had a little trouble handling it, but no harm, no foul. Bandu runs the point. Calls the play. Here we go. Robinson runs into traffic. Hamilton now. Pass. Shot was no good. Tigers with the defensive rebound, and it goes off the hands of Welsh. She's able to recover. And quickly turned right back over to Bandu. And turned right back over to Susswine. She's in traffic, gets it out to Shade. It's a track meet here, as Welsh had a block back into her face. Foul on the play, count the basket for Sydney Susswine. And a chance for a 3-point play here for the Tigers.
Nice push there by Susswine, putting it up even though she was double teamed.
And she completes it. Susswine leads the Tigers with 7. Down to the 2-minute mark to go here in the first. Tigers, they were down 11-1 at one point. 9-4 since, never mind. There's Jada Robinson with a 3 to get that lead back up to 8.
Now we're starting to see a little bit of fight in the Tigers. They're going back and forth before trading passes, giving them up, and then going right back down the court.
Susswine blocked, gets it back, tried to send it out off of Mount Vernon, and they will keep it. By the way, that was a 2. That was ruled a 2. So it's a 7-point lead. Must have had her foot on the line. Wait, never mind. They just put it back. It's fixed. It was a 3, as I thought it was. It's 18-10. McLaughlin loses it. It's a Mount Vernon ball. And the Knights want a timeout. 1:35 left first quarter. Mount Vernon leading Mamaroneck 18-10. We'll be right back. We return out of the timeout. Mount Vernon with possession. 90 seconds left to go here in the first. Robinson inside for Hamilton. Travel is the call.
We were talking about in the break, Rob, that Mamaroneck has got to make a few adjustments going into the second period, because on the defense, the Knights are stopping them right up top. Mamaroneck's not able to get all the way down to the basket, whereas the Tigers, they're defending kind of all over the place, not blocking up top as tight as they should be. That's why they're down by 8.
So after the double dribble, Tigers get the ball back. See if they can use this final minute to draw this deficit a little tighter heading into the second quarter. That might be a walk. It is. Medina tried to be a little too shifty there. Be brought up by Bandu. This is Hamilton. Inside finds Bandu. 2 more for Mount Vernon. They're up to 20 here in the first. Medina out for a long 2. It's no good. And it's a defensive rebound for the Knights. Another double dribble call gives it back to the Tigers. Shot clock turned off. Tigers trail by 10. They can hold for a last shot. We'll see what the plan is. Shade. Inside, gets stuffed again. Nearly stolen back. And now with 10 seconds, Mount Vernon can push. Blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. 5.5 ticks to go here in the first quarter.
Mount Vernon will get the last shot here of the period, as that should have been Mamaroneck's plan all along, to at least decrease their deficit.
And that will do it here in the first. 3-pointers paving the way for Mount Vernon to take a big lead on the Tigers after 1. It's 20-10. We'll be right back with the second quarter on LMC Varsity Sports.
Back here in LMC TV Varsity Sports, I'm Cam Gassmer alongside Rob Moretti. Golden Knights start with the ball, start the second quarter as they lead by 10. Pass over to Robinson, who puts it up and is called a travel. That's going to be Mamaroneck's ball.
It's an unfortunate travel. The ball went in. Mount Vernon has been red hot from beyond the arc so far in this one. It's been a major reason why they've got this big lead right now.
That was taken up by Medina and knocked away.
That's another reason that the Mount Vernon has such a big lead right now. Tigers need to be a little more careful with the ball. A couple of adjustments, as we were talking about earlier, they have to make. On offense, they've been a little careless with the ball, and on defense, they've got to stick to their assignments, I think, a bit better. There are too many open lanes, and Mount Vernon has taken advantage of that so far.
That was Robinson over to Gaia, who Hamilton now has it, and she's going to get fouled for a hold on Mamaroneck.
Tigers are a bit lucky that wasn't a shooting foul. She definitely wanted to put it back up, but they got to her before she started the process of shooting.
Hamilton with it now, puts it up, and it goes off the rim as Medina's there to recover the rebound, and she holds it. Gets it taken away by Hamilton, who puts it up. Doesn't go, but it looks like we're going to get another foul. It's going to be a shooting one for Hamilton this time. Hamilton has 3 points on the day. One of them from the free throw line. See if she can increase that here, which she does. Make it 21-10, the Knights. And there's her 5th point, which increases the Knights' lead to 12.
Tigers bring in Caitlin Spiridelis, replacing Shaylee Medina.
Over to Susswine, back out to Welsh. She passes it down to Spiridelis. Spiridelis passes it in to Susswine. Pass it back out.
That's and a 3 in the key.
Mamaroneck's going to turn it over. got Robinson now carrying it. She holds. Pass it down to Hamilton. Hamilton out to Gaia, who puts it up for a three. It doesn't go. Try to get her own rebound, but Susquehanna's there to take it away. And pass it out to Medina, who carries it up the floor. Out to Welsh. Over to Shade. Welsh has it now. Puts it up, doesn't go, but she gets the foul.
The Tigers have been putting up a lot of contested shots. I think they're trying to draw some fouls. Works out here, but a lot of times it hasn't, where they've just gotten their shots blocked.
There's one for Welsh. She misses her second, as the lead is now 11 by the Knights. And as you said, rather, they are trying to create fouls, but that's not the way to win this game against the Knights. They're really putting a lot of offensive pressure down low, as you see right there with the basket made by Gay.
That was some tremendous passing and good off-ball movement by Mount Vernon there. Gay was unguarded underneath the bucket. Now a travel gives it back to Mount Vernon.
We're seeing a lot of Tigers sloppy play here. They're not carrying the ball well, passing it well, and as a result, it shows. Robinson with it. Pass it over to Swift. Hamilton with it, puts up the short jumper, it doesn't go. The rebound is by Romaine. She can't handle it. It is now taken by Mamaroneck, and she gets fouled. That was Welsh.
Stole the ball and paid the price for it.
She got body slammed to the floor there. Taken now by Shade. Shade at the top of the key, and it's going to be a blocking foul.
It looks like a moving pick. No matter how you want to call it, you can't do that. McLaughlin will have to check out.
With it now is Robinson, who put it up for a layup, didn't go off the rim. To handle the rebound was Gay, who tried to put it up as well, couldn't go. That rebound also couldn't go. It is now Welsh with it, and it's going to be a double dribble on Welsh. The ball goes right back to the Knights.
I think Welsh got a little too excited on that breakaway there, and it's easy to lose your concentration on your dribble when you're trying to outrun an opposing defender.
Kind of had a little 2-on-1 there. Maybe try to do too much with it.
Stoppage here. It's going to stay with Mount Vernon. But the official is relaying a message to the score table.
We'll take a quick break and be right back on LMC TV Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC TV Varsity Sports, I'm Cam Gassmer alongside Rob Moretti. It's Robinson with it now as the Knights lead the Tigers 24-11. With the three was Swift, and she puts it in.
Has Swift missed a three that she's taken? I think she's 4 for 4.
She's 4 for 4. With it now was Eberly, couldn't put it home. Swifts has it now. Back over to Robinson, who puts it up for the three, and that one misses, and it's going to be the Tigers' ball.
Almost halfway through this quarter. Mount Vernon scored 7 in this quarter. The Tigers just 1. And that's not how you manufacture a comeback. You need to be a little bit more effective on offense.
Welsh has it now over to Shade. Shade holds, pass it over to Spirit Ellis, who puts it up. Can't make it off the backboard. Back to Spirit Ellis off the backboard, over to Welsh. She passed it to Shade. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries to go in as Shade, and is called for a travel as she was blocked by Hamilton. Goes back to the Knights. 3:45 left here in the second quarter, as the Knights lead 27-11. Hamilton down there. Put up his Robinson from the corner, can't make it. Hamilton's there with the rebound, tries to drive back in, puts up the layup for 2.
Hamilton's been so good at rebounding that it really opens up the offense for her team. They're not afraid to shoot from downtown because if they miss, there's a good chance she's gobbling up the rebound and getting some second opportunity points.
That was Eberle with it. It was passed out to Spirit Ellis and goes out of bounds, but it will remain Tigers' ball. They're also can easily take shots at the point because they're not highly defended. Passed into Eberle down in the paint, tries to get it, but is stuffed by Hamilton, and it will still remain Mamaroneck's ball.
Yeah, if you're one-on-one with Hamilton, you've got to throw up a pump fake or something.
Luck. Pass out to Spirit Ellis.
Tallest player on the floor. I've got her listed at 6'1", and I believe that.
She's pretty much stuffed every Mamaroneck player there is right now.
You got to go around her, or you need to misdirect her. Going straight up on her
Spirit Ellis
doesn't seem to be working.
Trying to put up his Eberle, and she does. Fakes Hamilton out. Give Mamaroneck on the board, 13-29.
That's the reverse announcer jinx, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just mention that as a tactic, and boom.
She was listening very closely to us.
I don't think we're that loud.
Hamilton with it passes it in to Romaine, who tried to put up and is called for a foul. It's going to be up Mamaroneck, and she'll get 2 from the line. Tigers have got to watch these fouls because they're 1 from fouling out in the quarter with a little over 2 minutes left. That one's good for Romaine. And the second one is as well. She's 2 for 2 at the line. Up that we have got Shade. Over to Spirit Ellis. Back to Welsh. Welsh holds it over to Shade. She travels around and is stuffed by Robinson. As that one goes out of play, and it's going to be Mamaroneck's ball.
And Robinson was trying to save it there. I think they had her foot out of bounds while she was trying to tip it.
Shade over to Welsh. She got 6 seconds left on the shot clock. She tried to put it up and is stuffed by Hamilton once again. And it's going to remain Mamaroneck's ball with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:09 left in the second.
They're going to have to go to a quick pass and shoot play here. Maybe time for 1 or 2 passes after the inbound if they're sharp.
That's out to Welsh. She puts it up, and it just goes off the front of the rim. And there's a shot clock violation on Mamaroneck. It's going to go the other way.
Oh, wait, jump ball was the call. So it stays with Mamaroneck, and they get a fresh shot clock. I thought it hit the front of the rim, so it shouldn't have been a violation.
They got it off in time, too, but the ref saw a jump ball out to Welsh now, who drives in, passes it out to Welsh, and she puts it up for a 3. Sorry, that was a long 2.
Yeah, her foot was definitely over the line there. The official saw it.
Apologies about that. It was a long 2 by Welsh. As Hamilton passed it out to Robinson in the corner, she drives in. It's going to be travel as that one goes off the rim.
She didn't like the call. She thought she executed a perfect Euro step. The official does not agree.
Shade carrying it up. Down to Spirit Ellis. She holds. That was a pass intended for Eberle. That was Shade who tried to put it up. Couldn't get it. And Tilly Swift carries it now. Minute 20 left here in the second quarter as the Knights lead 31-15 Mamaroneck. That is taken away by Welsh. She drives to the basket and is fouled as she put it up. She'll go to the line for 2. Nice drive there by Welsh to get the foul. Hopefully he can capitalize on these 2 free points here.
I like that left-handed dribble trying to keep the ball protected. But I think she's a right-handed shooter, so that makes that layup extra difficult. Ended up not mattering. She got the foul called.
She goes 1 for 2 at the line. 16-31. Robinson with it, walking slowly. She's got the time to. Pass over to Green. Green is pressured by Welsh. Passed into Hamilton. Sorry, that was Gay who traveled in, but is called for travel. And Mamaroneck's not going to take it down the floor. Shade now at the top of the point, drives in. Try to put it up. There's Eberle, who's now stuffed again by Hamilton. She gathers the rebound and is taken away by Romaine and taken by Hamilton.
I've said it several times. You can't go straight up on Hamilton. She's got the height advantage. You need to do something. You have a teammate to pass to, figure out a move to go around her. Shooting on her straight up, I don't think it's worked once.
That's a pass down to Green. She puts it up for the 3. That doesn't go. And it's going to be Mamaroneck's ball. Shot clock is off as we got 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
See, the Tigers can make something out of what could be the last possession of the half. Got to cut down on that deficit.
Shade with it now.
Then get into the locker room
Pass to Spirit Ellis.
Figure out something new to do.
Shade collects the rebound. 5 seconds left. Let's try to put up by Goldstein. She can't get it. And it looks like the Knights will have the final possession with 4 seconds left.
Coach Yeiser is incredulous. His palms extended upward, wondering what happened there.
That ball's rolled out to Swift. She beat the buzzer off the rim.
Took a good shot at it.
She sure did. And that will do it for the second quarter here in the Palmer Gym at Mamaroneck High School. We'll be right back as the Knights lead 31-16. Back here on LMC TV Varsity Sports, I'm Cam Gassmer alongside Rob Moretti as we had a little trouble deciding who had the ball and start the third. Ended up being the Knights as that was blocked there by Shade. Welsh goes up with it now, and she tried to put it up. Couldn't put it through.
They call a charge.
It's going to be a foul on Mamaroneck.
The Tigers thought it was their ball. You can't go by who started which quarter because jump balls change the possession arrow. So that might have been what scrambled it up. We're all squared away now.
We got Swift who carries it up right now. Pass it over to Bandu. That was passed to Green, back to Bandu who loses it, and it's going to go back to Mamaroneck down the other end.
Well, let's see what the Tigers were able to do out of a set offense this half. Had a lot of trouble getting inside the first half. We'll see if they're able to figure some things out, generate some offense here.
As a pass inside by Welsh, intended for McLaughlin. There's a scramble for it on the floor, and it's going to return. It's going to stay with Mamaroneck.
Yeah, jump ball there, so Mount Vernon started the quarter with the ball, so the next jump ball goes to the Tigers.
Passed out to Fry, over to Medina, back to Fry. Sorry, that was Susswine. Medina shoots from 3, and it's good. Mamaroneck is back in this as they are down by 12. Green with it now.
Big shot there from Welsh, straight up.
There's a 3 by Bandu.
Right back at you.
And she puts it home. 34-19. Knights come right back. Gonna be a foul on that play. It's gonna be on Mount Vernon as McLaughlin gets 2 at the line.
Second personal foul for Sanaya Hamilton. Not in foul trouble yet. You know, Tigers want to get her out of the game.
They'll have an attempt to make some shots.
That'll help.
McLaughlin 1 for 2 at the line. Tigers now down by 14. Swift pass to Robinson. That was a pass intended for Bandu, and she can't handle it. Mamaroneck takes it again.
Yeah, Robinson kind of tripped over her feet while she was passing it. Even if the pass was clean, borderline travel, depending on when the ball came out.
Shade takes it up and holds. Pass down to McLaughlin. She drives in and puts it up, but does not go. She collects her own rebound. This passed out to Welsh, who also drives in. Stuffed again by Hamilton, gets her own rebound. Once again, stuffed by Hamilton. As she takes over and passes it out to Swift. That's going to be foul on Mamaroneck and go to the floor.
What was that Nick Saban meme? I won't do it, so quit asking. Quit trying to go straight up on Hamilton.
Hamilton just went straight up on McLaughlin, and she was successful, 36-20. That was Medina who made a nice little swift move and airballed it in, and it's going to go right back to the Knights.
The Tigers struggling to make anything from their offensive possessions. A lot of time they're just relying on.
There's a 3 by Swift, and she puts it in. She is 5 for 5. What a night for Swift.
Foul down on the other end as Welsh was going up. Tilly Swift and Sanaya Hamilton together. They could almost go 2 on 5 right now, it looks like.
Swift has got 16 points on the night.
I've got her at 15. Where's it? Did she shoot a free throw?
Pretty sure she did.
All right, must have missed that. 5 for 5 from 3-point range, though.
That's Welsh at the free throw line. She's got 1. Welsh is 2 for 2 at the line. 39-22.
Welsh leading all Tigers with 10 points. Tigers go into a press.
It's passed down to Green, who drives in, puts it up, doesn't go. There to collect the rebound is Shade.
Jump
A jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Knights. (39-22) with just under 5 minutes 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
The officials were discussing something, and now they'll report something into the score table. Shot clock stays at 18. I guess that technically isn't a change in possession because of the jump ball.
It's passed out to Hamilton. Looked for Swift there, but passed over to Bandu. She put it up for a long 2, didn't go. And it will be a foul.
McLaughlin's going for a one-hand stuff and didn't get all ball.
It's a good attempt to block that ball there, pretend to keep a basket, but she got her hand. That one misses for Green. And that one goes. She's 1 for 2 with her third point on the night. Makes it 40-22. Shade passed it out to Welsh. And she gets fouled by Green. And it'll be Susswine who takes it. We're seeing a lot more fouls here in the third quarter.
Yeah, coming to a bit of a crawl here with all the fouls and jump balls, but teams are playing physical. It is nice to see.
Spirit Ellis had that and passed it down to McLaughlin. She tries to put it up and one. Puts it in. Nice layup there by McLaughlin. 40-24.
That was a good possession for the Tigers. Ran their offense, got the open player under the basket, got it in there and executed. They need some more of that.
Bandu to Hamilton. Hamilton over to Robinson, who put it up off the backboard, didn't go. Hamilton collects the rebound. She also put it up, puts it up once again, and it finally goes in. That went off the rim 4 times before it finally went in the basket. 2 for Hamilton.
Do you think she meant to do that, or maybe is she padding her stats? I'm joking.
And it looks like there'll be a timeout on the Knights. We'll be right back here in LMC TV Varsity Sports. Quick timeout by Mount Vernon as we are back here in LMC TV Varsity Sports. The Knights lead the Tigers 42-24 with 4:20 left in this third quarter, and that was a layup by McLaughlin for 2.
Tigers looking a little bit better as we get into the second half here on offense. A little bit more flow.
It's passed down into Hamilton. She puts it up. Good for 2 again. Her and Swift are a great duo, and they're having a fantastic game tonight. As almost taken away by Welsh, so she fights for it with Hamilton. It's going to be a jump ball.
It's going to stay with the Knights this time. Never mind. Tiger ball. They already changed the arrow by the time I looked at it.
Chelsea Barrios comes in and substitutes for Welsh. Barrios has it now. Pass over to Shade. Wasn't expecting a pass there. Drives in, passes it over to McLaughlin, who puts it up for 2. She's having a pretty decent game, too.
7 points in the game, 6 of them in this third quarter.
And that's on down to Robinson.
And nothing crazy, simple. Just get underneath the bucket, get open, make the shot.
There's an attempted 3 by Swift. Robinson's there to collect the rebound. Swift again with another 3 from the corner. Goes off the rim again. There's Romaine, who collected the rebound and is called for a travel as she went up for a layup. And it's going to go the other way. Shade with it now from Susswine back to Susswine. Shade carries it now up the floor. And it's going to be a little push there by Bandu.
And clearly she didn't want to do that, but it just came together and it just happened.
She might have tripped over her own feet trying to catch Shade, but Bandu comes out and is substituted by Lila Issa. Barrios now drives in but holds and pass back to Shade, back to Barrios. She holds over to Susswine. Susswine back to Barrios. Barrios drives in, puts it up, doesn't go, just short of the rim. And Hamilton collects the rebound. Swift drives down the court. That was a pass for Romaine, who put it up to Hamilton, and she gets another 2. You just can't stop Hamilton. She's all over the court tonight.
No, definitely using her size to her advantage, shooting over the defenders.
There's Spirit Ellis with a short 2. Didn't go. Robinson now has got it, driving down with an open basket, and she puts it up for 2. Looks like there's going to be a foul.
And that's the 5th foul of the quarter, so 2 free throws coming up for the Tigers.
the first foul out of the game. As Shade will take 2. 1 for 1. Tigers are down 19 with 2:12 left in the third quarter. As Shade's going to go for her second free throw. And misses. She goes 1 for 2 at the line, but is collected by McLaughlin. Trying to put it up, but is blocked. Can't get it. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going in the Knights' direction.
A lot of jump balls in this game. Feels like they come in bunches. Might go a couple games without seeing one, and then you'll have a game where there's 20. Backcourt violation. Looks like Swift didn't establish herself in the front court before she took in that pass.
Looks like that was Gay back to Hamilton. But as you said, it was a backcourt violation. Mamaroneck gets the ball back as Shade drives in with it now. Passes it out to Fry, misses it. Taken now by Hamilton. She holds. Pass over Robinson at the key, who drives in, puts it up for 2, can't go. And it's taken now by Susswine and passed out to Barrios. 2-on-1, Barrios and Spiridelis on the other side. Spiridelis back to Barrios, down low. Try to put it up and hits it off the side of the backboard. Back out to Spiridelis. Over to Susswine, she puts it up. Doesn't go off at the front of the rim. Susswine collects her on rebound, puts it up again, and it finally goes.
Good job by Susswine to save that possession. If the Tigers had that break, really a 3-on-1, and just took a little too long to develop, the defenders caught up. But they were able to complete that possession and come away with some points.
That was Swift down to Gay, who tried to put it up for a long 2. That went in and out. As now it's Barrios who takes over and drives down, but loses it. Collected by Santiago. That's going to be, goes off Susswine's head and out of bounds.
That's using your head. In all seriousness, it wasn't a very hard pass. She's laughing about it.
I don't know, it looked like it hit something but it went out of bounds.
Oh, it definitely hit her head. Right in the forehead.
Robinson passes out to Swift. Goes back to Robinson, passes it in to Romaine. Romaine tried to put it up but is double teamed. As Gay put it up, doesn't make it. And gets fouled. .37 seconds left here in the third quarter as the Knights lead. Now 49-31 with that free throw from Gay. That one goes off the back of the rim and is collected by McLaughlin. Passed down to Spiridelis. She puts it up for a nice layup. 49-33. Rush now down by Robinson. Trying to get that last possession in. Back out to Swift. Down to Robinson. Robinson tried to drive in, but it was almost stolen by Spiridelis. Swift taking it out with a long 3. Doesn't go off the backside of the rim. That was to Romaine, and she gets fouled as it was an attempted block by McLaughlin, but gets her hand instead.
I didn't know Tilly Swift could miss a three-pointer.
She's missed 2 so far.
Well, I learned something today.
That was Romaine missing her first. See if the Tigers can get the last possession here with 8 seconds left as Romaine makes that one. Try to hold the ball as much as they can, and it's going to be
it's a foul.
But
she's lucky she got the foul call because she was close to stepping out. But now because they're in the bonus, she'll head right to the line.
Shade goes to the line for her second time tonight. He goes 1 for 2 and is picked up by Santiago. And Robinson did not get the shot off in time, and it goes over the backboard. We'll be right back here at LMC Varsity Sports as the Mount Vernon Lady Knights lead the Tigers 50-34.
Rob Moretti, Cameron Gassmer here for the fourth quarter. Tigers have possession to start it, trailing Mount Vernon by 16. And a quick three put up by Welsh is off. Offensive rebound comes back out to Chelsea Barrios. It kept in, but saved right into the hands of Tilly Swift. This is worked up to Robinson, who took too many steps. Cameron, Tigers had their best quarter by far in the third quarter, only being outscored 19-18 that quarter. Offense kind of woke up a little bit. They can figure a few things out on defense. This game might not be over.
Not at all. As you said, they scored 18 out of 19 from on the floor in the third quarter, and their offense definitely stepped up and it showed. They passed the ball around, shot a lot of threes, long twos, and didn't drive the basket as much because they saw that Hamilton was blocking every single shot that they had down low.
Mount Vernon possession here, 30 seconds into the game's final quarter. It's across to Robinson. She drives in, puts it across to Hamilton. She takes a shot from the elbow and makes it.
It's good defense all around there by the Tigers.
Barrios, that's out of bounds.
A decent start here to the fourth quarter with a quick three from Welsh. But I'd like to see the Tigers tighten it up a little bit, as Barrios just lost that pass.
Charlotte Goldstein in the game for the first time for the Tigers. So is Rosina Fry, who came out to start the quarter. Hamilton. Bandu. Robinson. Inside for Hamilton. She puts it up off the front of the rim. Rebound by Fry. And Shade was looking for Fry, couldn't complete the pass. Back the other way with Robinson. Out of bounds, off of Mount Vernon, Tiger ball. Tigers do get it across the timeline. McLaughlin, count the basket.
Nice drive there by McLaughlin, getting the 2-point layup and 2 shots at the foul line.
She completes the three-point play, tied with Welsh for a team high with 10. Sydney Susswine with 9 right behind them. That pass gets away. It will be a Tiger ball.
These are the mistakes the Tigers have got to start taking advantage of. These little things like losing a pass or shots at the free throw line. These are easy points the Tigers can put up and at least inch closer to a closer game.
Defensive intensity and offensive efficiency. Tigers do break the press. McLaughlin bobbled it briefly. 2 put up by Welsh is no good. It'll stay with Mamaroneck as it goes off the hands of Tilly Swift.
We're starting to see the Tigers pass the ball around, create lanes down low, and to start to put on that offensive pressure, which is what they need.
Welsh pass was knocked out of bounds by Robinson. Shot clock down to 14 as the Tigers will inbound again.
And by passing the ball around, it forces the Knights to either try to intercept the pass, ends up going out of play, so it creates opportunities for them as well to put baskets up.
This is Bandu. In the corner, Robinson. The 3 is long. Fry try to take it. Instead, it's taken by Hamilton for the Lady Knights. 3 put up by Bandu. That one's long. Robinson picks up the loose ball. No shot clock reset. 3 to shoot. Hamilton gets in and beats the buzzer.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hamilton has had a great night tonight, all over the court, blocking shots and making shots.
That one blocked and it'll go out of bounds for a Mount Vernon ball. Looked like 3 different players had a shot to pick that one up. .5:11 left in this one. Inbound comes to Hamilton. In the corner for 3, it's off. And out of bounds, Tiger ball. Inbound comes to Shade, now Fry. Bobbles it a bit, has to get rid of it. Shade stops and pops, no good. Knights ball.
Some of the Knights were looking for a travel call there on Fry, but didn't get one as he was just pivoting around.
It was close, but I think I like the no call there. This is Hamilton. Turnaround jumper, no good. Nearly gets her own rebound. Jump ball will be the call. And that will give it to Mamaroneck.
There's going to be a timeout here, taken by the Knights.
So 4:27 left. 54-37 Mount Vernon. We'll be right back. It's a Tigers ball coming out of the timeout. And the pass is caught by Coach Mangan. He's not playing.
I was going to say, is he a new player on the roster that we don't have?
So back to Mount Vernon. And we got a foul before the shot was blocked. Sorry, a travel. It was back to the Tigers. This is Welsh up the sideline. They say she steps out.
She almost got tripped there. She's lucky didn't get a foul on that one.
So it's been back and forth the last 30 seconds with turnovers, and right on cue, another turnover. Tigers pass it up quickly, but Knights able to quickly close the gap. They get the ball right back.
Nice little move there by Wells to try and put it up, and it was a good effort. But she was ultimately like triple teamed down low.
Robinson. This is Bandu. Green. Hamilton. Puts it up. Got it. That puts Hamilton up to 21 by my count, leading all scorers. Medina drives in. She's fouled. And she will be shooting 2. Tigers trailing by 19 with 3:16 to go. And Medina makes the first.
Going forward, I think the Tigers really need to take advantage of these opportunities at the free throw line and even forcing turnovers. They've had a lot of opportunities in this one, and they just couldn't pull it home. Can't make an easy basket on the free throw, and that's going to cost them in the long run.
Yeah, a little practice with execution, and they'll get it eventually. That one tried to save it, but Hamilton couldn't quite do it. Yeah, if you're the Tigers, go back to the court at practice and just try to get better. One comes to Catherine Barrios. Shot is off. And the rebound stolen away by Charlotte Goldstein. Ball loose once again. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Mamaroneck. How about that wild sequence?
Nice fight there by Mamaroneck, keeping the ball on their side of the court. Starting to see a little bit of fight here towards the end of the game.
Inbound pass is out. And I think they say Mount Vernon tipped it. And they did. This is Medina. Driving in, puts it up a hair too strong. Second chance for McLaughlin doesn't go. And a foul underneath the basket.
Tigers got to be careful here. They've already got 4 fouls.
One foul in the quarter. Foul.
I can't see the board. The basket's blocking my view.
Fourth personal on McLaughlin. That's a concern. And we'll get a timeout here. 2:22 left to go. Tigers down 18. We'll be right back. We're back. It's a Mount Vernon ball. Hamilton drives in, dishes. Offensive foul. Charge drawn nicely by Shaylee Medina.
See Hamilton laughing at that call as she knows exactly what Medina did there.
Quick passing, couldn't finish the play. Defensive rebound by Hamilton. And you know, Hamilton's been driving to the bucket kind of unimpeded, so it kind of makes sense to try to put someone underneath there, try to draw a charge. That's a 3 from Swift. It's good.
What was that, 6 out of 8?
Yeah, sign her up for the Warriors. They could use someone with Steph out. Barrios to Medina. Medina couldn't get it to go. Knights back the other way. Minute 10 left to play. Little spin cycle there from Bandu, and then she unloads it to Robinson. And the Knights will send a little bit of the clock away. Looks like they're happy to just run the shot clock down. It's now down to 6. Hamilton, now she drives in, puts it up, and a blocking foul called. And it's on the floor, they say. That will give Mount Vernon a fresh shot clock. Just a 16-second differential shot clock to game clock, so Mount Vernon can run most of the clock out here if they want. Hamilton checks out. I'd say she's more than done her job today.
Mamaroneck would love to see her out a little earlier, but
they don't get to make that decision.
Nope.
Maybe a little confusion on the sub. Hamilton's back out on the floor, and now and now Gay is coming out.
So suit two
and
at
they're
the
actually
line.
going to call it a shooting foul, which I thought they should have. That's why Hamilton can't come out. She's shooting. So if she makes the second, they'll be able to sub her out. she does. So, Tiger ball, 46 seconds left. This is Welsh. Puts it up, draws the foul. So Welsh will go to the line for 2.
She's been pretty successful so far in creating fouls, and even at the line, she misses her first one there. But she also has been all over the court tonight. As
I don't know if she's checked out all game. If she has, not for long. 0 for 2. Lane violation. They got Swift, so one more shot for Welsh. Couldn't get that one to go. And now Mount Vernon can dribble out most of the clock, about a 4.5 second differential. It's out to Swift, tries another, nearly made another one. Tigers on the rebound, shot clock turned off. And the pass is over the head of Goldstein. And it'll be a Mount Vernon ball with 10 seconds to go.
Tigers are going to have to go back to the drawing board after this one and to try and pick up a win going forward, as Mount Vernon's going to run down the clock here. Looks like that'll do it.
And it will. Final score, Mount Vernon 60, Mamaroneck 38. Lady Knights improved to 2-8 on the year. Tigers fall to 0-8. And they'll have to, as you said, Cameron, get back to the drawing board and figure out a formula to pick up that first win. So these two will shake hands after a hard-fought battle. Stick around for the post-game show. Me and Cameron will break things down in just a moment. That's coming up next on LMC Varsity Sports. Rob Moretti, Cameron Gassman here following a 60-33 defeat by the Mamaroneck girls basketball team to Mount Vernon. Cameron, we saw Mamaroneck kind of solve things a little bit in that second half, but the deficit's just already too big for them to overcome.
They did. They put a lot of more offensive pressure than they did in the first half. However, they didn't play tight defense. They gave up a lot of turnovers, created a lot of fouls, and missed some key opportunities that would have made it a closer game than it was.
So Mamaroneck falls to 0-8, as we said before. Mount Vernon improves to 2-8 on the season at the halfway mark. And that'll do it for us here on LMC Varsity Sports. Alongside Cameron Gassman, I'm Rob Moretti. Stick around, Tiger fans. We'll go to the wrestling mat from the Post Road Gym. Tigers and the New Rochelle Huguenots coming up next on LMC TV.